Hey, this is Basil and Will from Grayson Hobby, and today we're going to go over the differences of the Eachine 250 and the 250 Pro. Alright, on the counter here we have the 250 and the 250 Pro. Now, if you look from the top, they are the identical frame. Is that correct, Will?
Very, very similar. There's a few changes, but primarily, yes, they are mostly interchangeable. The power distribution board has been changed mainly for the light system on the Pro. The side plates are different. You can see here the older Falcon has a switch to turn the lights on and off here. The 250 Pro would have three different switches between the headlight, which is now added, a tail light, and the side markers, which we'll show you in a second. Also, you'll see on the other side, notice the older Falcon does not have a USB port on the side. You can now get to the USB on the side of the Falcon Pro. So they both share the same arms. You can actually interchange these. These are clear because there's lights in the arms. These are not. Motors are the same, 2204, 2300s. Both using PWM regular connections like a regular receiver. Same Eachine i6 transmitters on both of them still.
Here are the transmitters, just in case you forgot what it looked like.
6-channel.
And the receiver's already built in.
Biggest differences I found looking through them is more on the inside than the outside, other than the lights and the switches.
Alright.
So
how do you get inside?
Well, we have to take it apart.
Alright, right now we'll watch Will.
You want to crack it open?
Take these apart. Alright, that is the 8th and final screw.
Alright, so the top plate comes off. You got the camera plugged in here. You'll need to unplug the camera. Compare to the old Falcon. Can you open that one?
Yep, open it.
Okay.
And that is the last screw. Okay.
Alright, so just hold the camera here. More soldering on this one than this one. Both have the ESC plugging in. However, the LEDs on this one are hardwired. They're soldered.
This is the Pro.
This one, your headlight is a plug right here. There's a plug for the headlight there. You got plugs for the left LEDs, right LEDs, and that's also in the rear as well. Both models, the video transmitters do plug in. The receivers plug in for the most part. One thing you'll notice off the bat between these two, what's that board? That is not the flight controller. That is an on-screen display unit.
OSD, and that was what this one.
This one does not have.
Was missing.
And then you got same 20 amp ESCs, 2204 motors, the lights in the arms like I mentioned, same receivers. But all right, guys, now that you've seen the inside, this is what it looks like. You really don't need to get into this unless you're repairing. So when you get these, they're set up pretty much out of the box to where they will fly. You don't need to take these apart.
Don't take it apart. This is just for FYI.
This is for FYI. To fly. Let me put these back together real quick. Let's resume on that. But I want to put together so I can show you the lights on this one, okay?
Okay, so now we put the covers all back on.
Yeah, I got them back together here.
Alright, so now we got both of them on. Okay.
Alright, so basically, transmitter on this one. You'll have your left and right.
Hold on, let's see. Okay.
So you got, just like, this is like the Falcon 210. If you've seen our video prior on the Falcon 210, it's the same light system they're using. You got forward, back, the rear tail light here. I'm going to show you back, if I'm backing up or stopping, I'm going forward, it stays green, neutral's red, and then flashing backing up. Yeah. Real thing about this one,
Alright, so
I'm going to put the camera lens back on, but you can see there's the video there. I'm going to put this on so it's easier to see on the screen.
Here's our OSD.
Yeah, so you got your OSD, and it basically, if I tilt it, you got that, you got pitch and all that. You got battery voltage, timer. There's a throttle percentage when it's armed. So right now I turn it on, it's armed. You can see the throttle percentage changing here.
That's pretty cool.
I think it has flight mode in the top corner. Does it change flight mode? Yeah, it does. So when you change flight mode, it does tell you that you're in, oh, I just put it back in safe. Just exit. But that's one of the features the Pro has that the other one doesn't. So
how do they fly? Do they fly different? The same?
If they have a CC3D in this one, a CC3D in this one, I'd say they're going to fly the same. If this has an A's and this has an A's, they're going to fly the same.
Why?
Same electronics.
Because same electronics, same ESC.
Yeah, the
motor,
only difference is the additional OSD on this one and plug-in wires versus solder joints in some spots, and the LEDs are programmed to the little controller on the bottom.
So they fly the same, and that's about all we can say about that. So
yeah, I mean, they're very similar.
Alright, that's about it. The differences between the Falcon and the Falcon 250 Pro. Which one you should buy? That's up to
look
you.
at the features, watch the video, see which one you like better. We now have a little basic flying video of the Falcon 250 Pro and the regular Falcon. You can see which one you like better and just go from there.
They fly the same.